And now apparently so can you. Today we're looking at the new Masters of the Universe Chronicles He-Man action figure from Mattel, and I'm going to tell you why this might be one of the best 6-inch He-Man figures they put out in the years. Not perfect, not loaded with accessories, and yes, still very much a 2026 toy release. But once I got this figure in hand, I had one thought. Yeah, these are pretty good. Before we get into it, if you enjoy toy reviews, unboxing, and me slowly losing shelf space, one figure at a time, hit subscribe. It helps the channel and it lets me keep making more of these. Now let's talk He-Man. 2026 is looking like a pretty good year for He-Man fans. We've got new Masters of the Universe stuff coming. The brand is getting some attention again. And of course, people are still going to argue about the 1987 movie. And yes, still a classic. Fight me! But today, we're not here to talk about Dolph Lundgren running around as He-Man. We're talking about the new Chronicles of He-Man figure, and right away, I think Mattel did a lot right here. The overall look is fantastic. It has the classic He-Man feel, but he does not look like he has what ripped straight out of the vintage toy line. This feels more like a modern version of the cartoon design, clean, heroic, simple, and instantly recognized. And honestly, that is what I want from He-Man. I want to look at a shelf and immediately go, yep, that's the guy. The head sculpt looks good. The armor looks good. The colors pop. The body has enough size to feel powerful without turning him into some giant monster of a figure. Now I know some fans have complained that he is not big enough, and I get it. He-Man is supposed to be He-Man. The guy should look like he bench presses mountains for breakfast. But for the spirit of the cartoon, I actually think the size works. It feels heroic, but he still fits with the other 6-inch figures without looking completely out of place. Now let's talk articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so you can get some really decent movement there. He can look side to side. He can look down a little bit. He can look up a bit too, which is always nice when you want him to doing a dramatic "by the power of Grayskull" pose. The arms move up and down, and you get pretty much all of the movement you would expect from a modern figure in this line. You can raise the arm up, you can bring it forward, you get some of the good sword poses out of him. You can even raise his hand and go, okay, maybe I should finish that line before Mattel sends Skeletor after me. The elbows work fine, the wrists move well enough, and you can get him holding the sword without too much trouble. The torso has some movement, though it's not the craziest thing in the world. You're not going to get some Spider-Man poses out of He-Man, but you shouldn't really be trying to make He-Man do Spider-Man poses anyways. It feels illegal. The legs move pretty well too. You get enough range for basic action poses, wide stances, and shelf display. The knees work, the ankles help keep him standing, and that is a big thing for me because the figure can have all the articulation in the world, but if he falls over every 5 seconds, I'm going to hate it. This guy stands pretty well. And for a toy collector, that matters a lot. Now accessories. How could I forget about the accessories? Well, because this is 2026, guys, we don't get those anymore. Okay, that's a little harsh, but not completely wrong. He comes with a power sword, and honestly, what is He-Man without the power sword? That is like Optimus Prime without the Matrix of Leadership, or Goku without screaming for 3 episodes. It just feels wrong. The sword looks good enough. It is not the most premium looking accessory in the world, but it gets the job done. It has the right shape, it looks good in hand, and once he poses with it, it gives you exactly the look you wanted. He also comes with a pair of closed fists. On the figure, you get a pair of open grip hands, so he can hold the power sword, and well, the extra fists are nice, but this is where I do wish we got just a little bit more. An alternate head sculpt would have been great. Maybe a yelling head. Maybe a more classic cartoon style head. Because if you're going to make He-Man, you know people are going to want that big "I have the power" pose. So the figure is good, but the accessory count does feel a little light. That is kind of the modern toy problem. Prices go up, accessories go down, collectors cry quietly into the empty wallets. Now let's do some scale comparisons. Here he is with a classic He-Man figure. You can see right away that he's going for a different kind of feel. The classic figure has that vintage toy charm, but this one Feels more like something built for modern shelves. After all, it is for the movie. Here he is with a Marvel Legend. And honestly, this looks pretty well. He does not look tiny, but he also doesn't look oversized. And here he is with an MP scale Transformer. And yes, I know, that is not exactly a fair comparison. But on this channel, Transformers are eventually going to invade every review. It's just going to happen. So what can I say about this He-Man? I think he looks fantastic. The articulation is solid. The shelf presence is solid. And is strong. The sword looks good in hand. And for a modern He-Man figure, he gives me a lot of what I want. Is he perfect? No. I wish he came with another head. I wish he had open hands. I wish the accessory count felt a little bit more generous. But the figure itself? Yeah, this is good. Before I give my final verdict, I do want to say thank you to everyone who watched these videos, comment, subscribe, or support MajinPlanet over on the website. I'm trying to build this into something bigger, with more toy reviews, reactions, archive work, and all the weird fandom stuff I'd love for years. So whenever you're watching here on YouTube or checking things out earlier on MajinPlanet.com, I really do appreciate it. Now back to He-Man. For $26.99 MSRP, I think this is a solid pickup. You're not getting the most loaded figure in the world. You're not going to get a crazy premium release. But you are getting a really good modern He-Man that looks great. Poses well, and he fits nicely into a 6-inch collection. And for me, that is enough. So to say this might be one of the best He-Man figures Mattel has put out in a long time. So yeah, buy the power, this one might actually have it. Now get out of here and go check out this video right here. And as always, until next time.